air-conditioned bliss. It's good to be together on this Shabbat. We will remind everyone that the medical committee has given us instructions that we should be masked during worship. Cantor Judy and I are far away from you, distanced and regularly tested, which means we will unmask so those can see us on Zoom, but we'll ask you to put your mask over your nose and your mouth for the duration of worship. We're grateful that you're here in person with us on this warm Shabbat evening. Hine Matov, how good it is to be together.
If you need the words, page 10. Hine matov umanai, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanai, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanai, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanai, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanai, ya la 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 la. Hine matov umanai, ya la 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 la. Hine matov umanai, ya la 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 la. Hine matov umanai, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanai, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanai, shevet achim gam yachad.
We welcome all of our friends who join us on Zoom on this Shabbat. The link to the Siddur may be found in the chat box. We continue to welcome Shabbat on page 3. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, may it be among those who kindle light.
Please join me. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu le'adlik ner, le'adlik ner shel Shabbat.
We continue on page 5 as we rise for the Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu. Zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techilah lemikra'e kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim, ki vanu ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. אמן. לחיים.
You may be seated.
Our service continues on page 24 with Shalom Aleichem, page 24. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bochem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Our service continues on page 28 as we rise for the Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
We continue together on the top of page 31. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way in which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv, Aravim. We continue responsively in the middle of page 33. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol.
All these things your Torah gives to us.
And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives.
What could be a truer token of your abiding love
than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
You may be seated.
Please join me as we chant together on page 36. V'yahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
We continue on page 39. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together.
Yai lai lai la lai la 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 lai yai lai lai la lai la 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 lai lai ya lai la lai 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 la la lai yai la lai lai ya la 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 lai mi chamocha baili madonai mi chamocha neder bakodesh nora tehilot osefele nora tehilot osefele מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים, זה לי אנו ואמרו, זה לי אנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, יאי לי la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ונאמר כי פדרנו את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאי ישראל.
We continue together on page 43. Join with me. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up, waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim.
We continue on page 44. ישמחו ומלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת ישמחו ומלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת מקדשי שבי שבת כולם ישבעו ויתעלו מטובך שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת והשביעי רצית בו וקידשתו שבת חמדת ימים אותו קראת שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת ישמחו במלכותך Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat Vikorei Oneg Shabbat.
We continue on page 46. We rise for the Amidah.
Adonai Sifatai Tiftach Ufi Agi Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo B'Yahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magin Avraham Bezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye hakol atah Rav lehoshia, Morid atah, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim v'rofei cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei afar, Micha mocha bal gevurot umidom elach, Melech memit umechayeh umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lahachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom hallelujah selah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
You may be seated. We pray together at the top of page 55. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day, and may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Together in the embrace of community, we take this moment to say a prayer for healing for our dear ones, those in need of healing of body, healing of spirit. I invite you to share your names aloud here in our sanctuary. Those of you who join us on Zoom, I invite you to share the names of those in your prayers in the chat box, or maybe simply hold them in our hearts, even as we raise our voices in the words of the Mishaberach prayer found on page 253.
Mishaberach avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We continue our prayers silently.
Shalom Rab, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rab, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Ki atahu melech adon, lecha shalom. Ki atahu melech adon, lecha shalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam.
We continue on page 282 as we rise for the Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
At this time, we remember those whom we have lost in recent days. Yuval Cohen, Justin Stoker, Stacy Heller Cohen, Jordan Lee Rice, and Charles Dress, and those whom we have lost in the year past and at this season in years past. This evening we remember Irina Goldgaber, Paul Levenger, Clara Miller, Ruth Kleiner, Lori Joan Rutenberg, Rosemary Towles, Leslie H. Weissman, Bella Zias, Robert Cotlin, Jay Orson, Eileen Parker, Stanley Smith, Lenore Rakitansky, Lawrence Hoffman, Sherry Royal, Gladys H. Jacober, Dr. Henry Gewurtz, Janet Engelhart Gutterman, Melvin Blake, Joan Adler Mark, Bernie Levine, and all others that you might be remembering this evening. I invite those who join us on Zoom to share the names of those in your hearts and memories this evening with us in the chat box. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be an abiding benediction that continues to nourish as we continue with the words of the mourner's Kaddish, page 294. Yit Gadal, B'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, B'yalma Divarach Hirute V'yamlich Malchute, B'chayachon uvyomichon uvchaye dechol Beit Yisrael. Bagala uvizman kariv vimru amen. Yehe shmei rabba mevarach le'olam olam maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudasha brichu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata. Da'amiran v'yalma v'imru amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav. Huya aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high comfort the bereaved among us, and we say, Amen.
Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel ve'imeru amen.
You may be seated. A reminder, next Shabbat evening, we will gather on the patio, hopefully weather dependent, for Shabbat under the stars. That will be at 7 p.m. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., we will be right here in the sanctuary, again, with all of its glorious air conditioning for our Shabbat morning minyan. We invite you to join us.
We're going to close with Maya Fe Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Very easy. I think most of you know it. Maya Fe Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Maya Fe Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Maya Fe Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Maya Fe Hayom. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.